What if I told you that a $1 coin, something you might have in your pocket or an old coin jar, could be worth $51,000, $82,000, or even over $105,000? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Some people have turned a single dollar coin into a small fortune. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most rare and valuable US coins in modern history, the 2000 AD Sacagawea Dollar era coin. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. You could be holding on to one of these right now and not even know it. Let's go back to the year 2000. That's when the United States Mint started making the Sacagawea golden dollar. This coin was designed to honor Sacagawea, the Native American woman who helped Lewis and Clark explore the West. The front of the coin shows Sacagawea with her baby, and the back shows a flying eagle. The coin is a golden color, but it's not made of real gold. It's just a mix of metals that gives it that bright gold shine. Millions of these coins were made at the time, especially at the Denver Mint, which puts a small "dece" on the coin. Most of the Sacagawea dollars are pretty normal. They're worth $1, just like it says. But a few of them, and we're talking just a few, were made by accident in a way that turned them into something very special. These mistake coins are called error coins, and one of the most famous is called a mule error. A mule is when two parts of different coins get mixed up at the mint. Imagine putting the front of one coin and the back of another coin together, something that should never happen. That's exactly what happened here. Some of the Sacagawea dollar coins were struck using the back side of the Sacagawea coin, the side with the eagle, but the front side came from a completely different coin, the Washington State quarter. So what you end up with is a coin that looks like a quarter on the front, but $1 on the back, and it's the color and size of $1, not a quarter. That's not supposed to happen. It was a mistake. But that mistake is now worth a lot of money. So far, only about 20 of these mule coins have ever been found. That's why collectors are paying so much for them. One of these rare coins sold for $51,000. Another sold for over $82,000. And one very special one, in almost perfect condition, sold at auction for an incredible $105,000. Imagine finding one of those in your house, your change, or maybe even in an old collection you forgot about. You might be thinking, okay, how do I know if I have one of these rare coins? Well, here's what you need to look for. First, check the front of the coin. If it has George Washington, the same face you'd see on a regular quarter, but the coin is golden and bigger like a Sacagawea dollar, then you might have something rare. Next, check the back of the coin. If it has the flying eagle from the Sacagawea coin, then you've got the right back side. Now look at the edge and the color. It should be gold, like all Sacagawea dollars, not silver like a quarter. If your coin matches all these things, and it has the letter D for Denver near the year 2000, you could have a mule error coin. But even if your coin isn't a mule, don't give up yet. There are other valuable Sacagawea error coins out there too. Some coins have something called the wounded eagle error. That's when there's a scratch or a line that goes through the eagle's chest, kind of like a wound. These coins are worth more than normal too. Some can sell for a few $100s, and some have sold for over $1,000, depending on how good the condition is. There are also Sacagawea coins with other mistakes, like double images where the coin was hit twice, or coins that were made off-center, where part of the design is missing or shifted. Some even have part of the edge missing, which is called a clipped planchet. All of these errors can make a coin worth way more than just $1. So it's worth taking a close look. Why are these coins so valuable? It's all about how rare they are. The US Mint makes millions of coins every year, and they're usually very careful. But once in a while, a mistake happens. When only a few of those mistakes are made, and even fewer escape into the public, collectors go wild for them. People love having something that's one of a kind, or close to it. And they're willing to pay big bucks to own one. The value of these coins keeps going up too. As more people start collecting coins, the demand for rare coins gets stronger. But the number of rare coins doesn't go up, it stays the same, or even goes down if coins are damaged or lost. That's why coins like the 2000 Sacagawea mule era are seen as good investments. Some collectors believe they'll be worth even more in the future. Now here's the fun part: you might already have one of these coins. They've shown up in coin rolls, old bank bags, or even in pocket change. Most people don't know what to look for, so they never realize what they're holding. That's why it's a good idea to check your change, search through old coin collections, or ask your family if they have any Sacagawea dollars lying around. You never know. If you think you found one, don't try to clean it or mess with it. Take it to a professional coin dealer or send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you if it's real and give you an official grade, which can help you sell it for top dollar. So, before you spend that, what if the old 1969 50p coin you have in your drawer could be worth $67,000 or $93,000 or maybe even $120,000? Sounds crazy, right? But that's what some people are saying online. They claim the 1969 Elizabeth II 50 new pence coin is super rare and worth a fortune. That kind of news makes your heart race. You start to check your old coins. You tell your friends to look in their jars and pockets. You wonder, could I really be holding a coin that could change my life? The idea is exciting, and it pulls you in fast. But before you get your hopes up too high, it's important to know the full story. The 1969 50p coin was the first one ever made in that shape. It's seven-sided and feels different from any other coin. It was made when the UK was getting ready to switch to decimal currency. On the back of the coin, it shows a woman called Britannia sitting with a shield and a lion. Above her are the words new pence and 50. This was the normal design for the time. The coin also shows Queen Elizabeth II on the front, just like most British coins. In 1969, the Royal Mint made about 188 million of these coins. That's a big number. That means almost everyone had one in their hands at some point. Because so many were made, the coin is not rare. It's very common. Lots of people still have it at home, in drawers or in old boxes. Some people think the words new pence make the coin rare, but they don't. All 50p coins from 1969 to 1981 said new pence. That was the standard name. It only changed in 1982 to say 50 pence instead. So if your 1969 coin says new pence, it is not a mistake. It is not an error. It is just the regular coin that millions of people used. Still, on websites like eBay, you might see people selling the coin for very high prices. Some ask for £100, £500, or even thousands of pounds. Others show prices in dollars that reach $50,000 or more. But these are only asking prices. That means they're just hoping someone will pay that much. It does not mean the coin is really worth that amount. Most of these coins never sell at those prices. In fact, many don't sell at all. The truth is, most 1969 50p coins are worth about 50 pence if used. If your coin is shiny and clean, it might be worth a little more, maybe £1 or £2. If it's in mint condition, which means it was never touched and kept in a coin holder, it might get £5 to £10. But that's still a long way from $67,000. Some people claim to have error coins. They say the coin was made with a mistake, and that's why it's valuable. True error coins do exist. These are coins that were made wrong by the mint. Maybe the shape is off, the words are missing, or the image is unclear. But no well-known error has been recorded for the 1969 50p coin. The Royal Mint hasn't listed any. Big coin books and expert sellers haven't found one either. If there were a real mint error from 1969, it would be big news. It would show up in coin shops and auctions. Experts would talk about it. But that hasn't happened. Even when small errors do happen, like a coin being slightly off-center or struck twice, they usually don't go for more than a few £100s. In most cases, they sell for around £20 to £100, not thousands. One of the most famous valuable 50p coins is the Kew Gardens coin from 2009. That coin is rare because only 210,000 were made. It has a picture of the Kew Gardens pagoda on the back. That coin has sold for up to £150 in great condition. Another rare coin is the Olympic swimming 50p with waves over the face. That one sold for over £1,000. But the 1969 new Pence coin was made in the millions and has no known errors, so it is not in the same group. Many people still hope to find a coin worth thousands. And there's nothing wrong with checking your coins and dreaming a little. It's fun to search, and sometimes you do find something special. But it's also important to learn the facts. That way, you don't get tricked or waste time. If you want to know what your coin is really worth, look at real sales, not just listings. On sites like eBay, you can click sold items and see what people actually paid. Most 1969 coins sell for under £2. A few very shiny ones may get more, but nothing close to $67,000. If you think you have a rare coin, you can ask a coin expert. You can take it to a coin shop or send it to a grading company. They can tell you the condition and if it's special. But remember, number 1969 50p has ever sold for $120,000. That number is just a dream someone put online. It might be clickbait or a made-up story to get views. It's not based on facts. So should you throw your 1969 coin away? No. It's still a nice part of history. It's the first 50p coin ever made. It's a cool thing to keep, and maybe one day it could be worth a little more. But it's not going to buy you a house or a car. It won't pay off your bills or send you on a world trip. The real value of coins comes from rarity, condition, and demand. A coin made in huge numbers, with no known errors, is not rare. So while it's fun to hope, it's better to know the truth. That way, you don't get fooled. And now you know. The 1969 50 new Pence coin is special in history, but not in value. It's not worth $67,000 or $93,000 or $120,000. But it's still a great coin to hold onto and share with others. It's a reminder of how the UK changed its money system and how coins can tell stories from the past. So keep it, enjoy it, and now you can help others understand the real story too.